Welcome back to a special episode of the Best in the Biz podcast. I'm joined here with
Reisha Knott.
Reisha Knott is working with Qalipu Holdings, and she's here at the Business Forum today, kind of taking it all in. What do you think of it all?
It's great. This is the first time I've got to experience the Qalipu Business Network Forum. It's lovely being here in the new CNA building in Stephenville. So I'm excited to see how the rest of the afternoon plays out and who else is presenting for us.
Awesome. Have there been any presentations that you were invested in today? Anything that really stood out?
I enjoyed our very first presentation of the day with Tech Newfoundland.
Okay.
Always great to kind of know what's happening within the province in technology.
I agree.
I've had opportunity in previous working experiences to take in their presentations. So this is the third one I got to see in the last few years. So lots of things happening.
No, that's wonderful. And it's always nice to see a familiar face out here in Stephenville. So we appreciate you coming and making the trip out from Corner to be here today.
Thank you.
As a CNA alumni, I'm just wondering, in your perspective, what would you say for anyone that's looking to pursue a field in business or marketing? I can understand that's your background. What would you say to those folks that might be listening to our podcast?
The best part about the business administration, I did start with the Corner campus, and at that time I was very finance focused. So I went directly into the accounting specialty, and as I experienced the business world and grew, because at that time I was still in my teens, getting into early 20s, I realized that an office job was not something that I was looking for at that time. So once I completed my diplomacy in accounting, I moved to marketing. And that's really where my creative side and artistic side was able to advance. And it was just a lovely experience. I think the biggest thing I've taken from that and what I would recommend is to just truly take in the people around you and what's in front of you. And my professors made it. Like they made my days, like when I was there. Yeah, like it's not just open a book, read it. It was just that, they were providing their past experiences and great life examples as you were going through your programming.
No, that's wonderful.
But I think something that maybe many people can relate to, and probably even now, I started work at a very young age, long before I even finished junior high and high school. So I had tons of working experiences. I had no decision to move into the business world in my studies. I actually thought I was going to be a teacher. So I started actually at university first year, and it kind of felt like it was like that expectation, like, oh, you'll go to university, you'll get a degree. And I quickly learned within my first year experience at university, while I had some great experiences in the first year, I realized within the first few months that it wasn't my path. So when I took a step back, I said, what is my approach next now that I'm not going to pursue teaching or a degree with the university? And I just took a step back and I realized, well, I have all this working experience anyways in businesses. So I started as simple as doing a newspaper run to working in grocery. And grocery moved into supervision within the office. And so that's kind of how I moved to business. And I said, it makes sense. Business administration encapsulates a large general overview of many opportunities that you can take.
It's very transferable. I mean, there's lots of opportunities that can open up if you choose to do business.
That's right. And get to know yourself first. And I know people say that a lot. And I remember hearing it growing up, like, figure out who you are. It's not always that simple. It comes with those life experiences. So if you're really not sure what you want to do directly after you get out of high school, maybe start picking up some volunteer opportunity or other working opportunity if you can get into the workforce. And then you can kind of feel it out.
Yeah, I think it's some really fantastic advice. There's lots of volunteer opportunities out there, lots of programs in the community that need help, whether it's like, the SPCA or fundraisers. There's so much. And I think that can also provide, work experience as well, even though you're just volunteering, and it can really shape shape your mindset in terms of just opening up what you want to do in life.
Absolutely.
Cool. Reisha, that's pretty much it. That's all I have here for us today, but I really do appreciate you stopping by and just having a quick chat. So this is Reisha Knott with Qalipu Holdings, and thanks so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
I'm joined here today with Ray Brake from Digital Advertising Solutions. How are you doing today?
Not bad. Thank you for inviting me here.
Yes, of course. So I wanted to maybe touch base with you. I know you're on a little bit of a break here. You only got a little bit of time, but maybe you can tell the listeners on the podcast about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, as you said there, my name is Ray Brake. I am the president of Digital Advertising Solutions. We've been in business for 10 years now. We're happy about that. Also a proud member of the Qalipu community and president of the Greater Corner Board of Trade. So with all that, we basically like to take in these type of events, and the Qalipu Business Forum certainly fits the bill.
Of course, and we thank you for making it out today. What would be something that you are looking forward to being a part of here at the Business Forum today?
Well, just learning, what new trends are out there, what the other members are doing, what they're bringing to the table. I guess in short, good networking opportunities, great opportunity to look at possible partnerships, hand out the business cards, and also a tour of the facility of where we're at here, where the event is being hosted.
Yeah,
it's certainly world class facility, and by the sounds of it, the staff are so proud of the programs here and what they put into it, and the student body, and it just looks has a look and feel something very collaborative. So just taking in just the positive nature of what the day brings.
Of course, and I know a lot of these folks here run their own businesses, are entrepreneurs, and as we know, time is very limited. So having all those folks under one roof, having a chance to network and connect with other Indigenous business owners in the community is always great. And we're here at a world-class facility, like you said, which is a fantastic space. And before we end today, maybe you could touch base on any advice you might have for those wishing to pursue in the field of marketing, or any entrepreneurs that are looking to start their own business.
Yeah, where do you begin? I guess I'm north of 50 years old. Been in business.
Still young.
Yeah. It's relative, I guess, but it's not an easy thing to get into, and in order to excel in business and in entrepreneurship, you have to have a strong self-belief. And have a good idea of a product or service. It don't necessarily mean it has to be market ready, but have something tangible that you can build a business plan around. Mm-hmm. Something that you can get that you can use to leverage the funding resources. There's a lot of funding agencies that are in Western Newfoundland, Corner Brook, and Stephenville that are at the federal and provincial level. And they're only there to do what they can to help, business owners and entrepreneurs succeed. So avail of those opportunities, and also I would say, have a strong belief in your abilities and the product. If you get a lot of people, in most cases, that tell you that it's not going to work, that means that there's a good chance that it may work, as long as you put in the research and be your own devil's advocate, your own sounding board. Don't discount yourself and what your what your potential is.
Of course, I think that's some very, very solid advice. So, Ray, can you tell our listeners on the podcast today where they can find out about your business, Digital Advertising Solutions? I noticed that you do some advertising in digital billboards in Corner Brook and surrounding areas. Where can they find you?
Yeah, we're on Facebook. We have a social media presence, Facebook and Instagram. Digital Advertising Solutions. You'll see the billboards there. Again, you can find us, our network, outdoor digital billboards. We have a couple in Corner Brook right now. We have one, a double-sided digital billboard in Deer Lake. And I'm proud to say that we're in the process of installing our first outdoor digital billboard here in the town of Stephenville.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And we also have some indoor partnerships as well with the Deer Lake Regional Airport. Mm-hmm. That's been ongoing for a number of years, and it certainly hits the niche of tourism owner-operators as there's a lot of travelers traveling into the West Coast region from the airport. And I'm also the president of the Greater Cornerbrook Board of Trade. So if anyone wants to reach out to us that way, you can certainly look at, just go on our socials for the Board of Trade. We have a number of luncheons, social networking engagements, and I guess trade shows. Like yesterday, we had like a reverse trade show where basically different government entities had their table set up, and businesses could go in and just, I guess, discuss what their products and services are that may be of interest to those government services at all levels. So yeah, there's many different ways that we can be reached at. On our billboards, we have our contact information as well. So, but it's more than just about the billboards. For us, it's about giving back to the community. We're also a proud sponsor of the Qalipu Business Forum today, and look forward to continuing that collaboration.
Yes, thank you so much. Once again, that's Ray Brake from Digital Advertising Solutions. Let's recap highlights from today's episode. Reisha shared her personal journey of transitioning from accounting to marketing and how that showed her creative and artistic strengths to shine. Her advice is get to know yourself first rather than rushing into post-secondary education just because it's expected. She emphasized the value of her transferable skills gained through early jobs and volunteering. Ray later offered an experienced perspective on entrepreneurship, noting that skepticism from others can sometimes be a good sign. If you have done your research, a no just might mean that you found a great niche. He emphasized the importance of having a tangible concept to build a business around.